Hello everyone. I'm going to show you how to install McSAS3GUI on Windows. This is a very similar procedure as what we've done for Mac OS X, but with some minor differences. What you want to do is open a command prompt with cmd.exe, so you can go to the start menu and type cmd. That will bring up your command prompt, and it looks like this. You then want to make sure that you have Git installed, so if you briefly type Git, then if stuff like this comes up, then you're good to go. You want to go to a directory of your choice, so I would like to go to code, and I would like to make a directory for the GUI called M3GUI. So I then go into that directory, and this is where I will store everything related to the McSAS3GUI. So the two things we need to do at this point: we need to install a virtual environment for Python, and we need to install McSAS3GUI. So on this system, this is a bit of an older laptop. I only have Python 3.12 installed, but that's no problem. So we can create a virtual environment by using the venv library, which is included in Python 3.12. And I want to store that virtual environment in the directory .venv. So this will take a moment on this particular old laptop, but it's a good idea to create virtual environments for all of your separate Python projects. This helps you to keep the versions of your libraries separate and to avoid version conflicts and odd bugs in execution. So now that the virtual environment is installed, we need to activate that virtual environment, and the way we do that is by launching from the venv directory. We launch the activate script. So we do that. Now we see we have a virtual environment. We're inside a virtual environment, so anything we install here, any libraries we install, only exists within this virtual environment. So now we need to download and install McSAS3GUI. So we do that by first cloning the repository from github.com, by research and McSAS3GUI. That will download and that will download the repository and store it in the McSAS3GUI directory, as you can see it over there. So we go to that directory, and then we can install the package in Python with all of its dependencies by typing pip install -e dot. Now, the speed of this installation will depend on two things. Firstly, the speed of your internet connection, and secondly, the speed of your laptop. So this could take a while if you have a slow laptop. Alright, that took a fair few minutes to complete on this particular laptop. I hope you had a cup of tea in the meantime. But now we've installed McSAS3GUI, we can start launching it. Now the first time you launch it, it will take a while. What you can do is you can type python -m McSAS3GUI, and that should launch the GUI. So, as mentioned, first time is a bit slower. It still needs to prepare a couple of libraries, but eventually you will be greeted with a user interface that you can then use. That should look like this. I will have a separate video on what each of these tabs does and how you can get started with McSAS3GUI. For the next time you want to start McSAS3GUI, imagine you're ending up with a completely empty terminal, and you've deactivated your virtual environment, right? So this is where you are. What you do then is you go to the directory where your project is in. So that in my case is M3GUI. My virtual environment lives in here, so I can launch that by launching the venv scripts activate script. And from that point on, I can say Python -m McSAS3GUI, and that should launch McSAS3GUI a little bit quicker this time. So I hope that was a little bit illustrative, and if you have any questions, please do let me know. If you have trouble, and if the people at this workshop cannot help you any further, you're also free to ask me contact details either on the repository or directly by email. Thank you very much for listening, and good luck with McSAS3GUI.